Previously on Aquarium Thoughts. They call it the Aquatic Experience here. No one's stealing a name. No one's using a name that they shouldn't, apparently. They were raffling these tanks off. These two tanks, I put tickets to win these.
Very nice to see everybody.
So I got my tickets for the raffle. Hello, welcome to part 2 on my video on the America's Family Pet Expo. I will be telling you if I won any of those aquariums, but I'm also going to be showing you a kids contest where they aquascape tanks. And also I have a surprise for you that I'm also going to share. I know you're all here wanting to see if I won any of those aquariums, but first let's check out the kids aquariums where they aquascape their own tanks and had a contest. So let's go look at those tanks. So these are the kids designed tanks that they had the contest for. Of course, this one right here is third place winner. I believe this one was in the creativity. No, actually this was the natural. As you can see, nice little piece of driftwood in there, some Anubias, and also some neon tetras, and a liamfish, as you can see with his hand in the background. Anyways, WOW, which is the wide ocean whistling tank. This one is best to show second place. Awesome concept right here. Of course, you can see a gourmet, and also there's a paradise fish back there as well, which I'm focusing on right now. I love the setup. Of course, you put some more aggressive fish in there because wow, just wrestling with aggressive fish. This one seems to be still under construction, which is basically just the way that they designed it, which actually won them first place for creativity. And this right here is another natural one, which actually won first place on group 1, which is 5 to 8. A bunch of neon tetras, driftwood, plants. I love the way that one looked. This one right here is a smorgasbord of Lego. You have your Pokemon, you have your Avengers. Also, I'm going to pan back out over there because there's one thing I didn't notice in there, which was a fish. It's a noodly kind of fish. I want to say that's a dojo loach. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments, but excellent design for the dojo loach in there. About the only fish I would probably put in there with all the noodly appendages. This one right here, this one was put together and actually won them second place for creative. Nice little hobbity kind of design there. This is another tank that just won them a participation ribbon. The judges seem to be harsh on Lego tanks this year. As you can see, that one and as well as the other one, they just ended up getting just participation. Here I had to scoot over so I didn't record someone's kid. This one right here was another, looks like Lego tank with participation ribbon. And then you have Pokemon. This one actually won third place. Now this one is one I really liked in creativeness. I love the little shark fight in there. It's kind of floating in the middle, and this one actually won in third place. I thought it would maybe want a little bit higher than that, but I'm not the judge in this. This is another third place winner for creative, probably a different age group. Next one right here, a lot of wasted space in this one. I mean, yeah, it won first place, but I would really love to see more water in it, not just in the little tiny fishbowl that has beta in it. I would actually love to see water in the whole tank and maybe still have that fish tank bowl in there. This is a few other ones. Of course, you have your SpongeBob tank. I like that one, even though it just got a participation ribbon. Now this one I really loved. Great look for a natural. I wish it would have won first place, but in a second you'll see the first place winner, which would have been probably better if the sand waterfall is probably actually working to its ability. But this is the one that won first place in that category. Like I said, I mean, yeah, the sand's trickling, but it could have been better. So those were the tanks in the kids aquascaping contest. They all did a wonderful job. But now, let's go to the big surprise that I have for you guys. As I was walking to the Pet Expo, I walked into another part where I didn't really expect to find this, but I actually picked up a bag of fish. There's 10 of them. So let's go take a look at what I got. These are some of the fish I actually picked up at the Pet Expo. I'm having them in here right now while I prepare the still prepare the 80-gallon that's on the outside porch. I will be actually moving them over soon. It should be ready for them. I'm gonna kind of quick start it a little bit so I can have some room for you guys. These guys I actually found at the Pet Expo, actually in Repticon, where all the reptiles were, the snakes and stuff. Basically, I saw them sitting at a table and they were in bags. I'm like, oh, I wonder what fish these were. Basically, I got these 10 of them for $20 there, so I think I got a pretty decent deal. I couldn't pass up, and I got my first inhabitants of what are going into the 80-gallon. They should do fine, definitely in the summertime. The only time I'm going to worry about them is going to be in the wintertime when it starts to get a little cooler. But I think these little guys will do fine in there. If I do see some signs of distress, I'm always going to pluck them out and move them indoors. But these little guys are sold as Pandagoras, neat little algae eater, which would probably be good for the tank outside sitting on my porch. Lots of chances for growing algae, of course, with all the sun. Even though it's in a shaded area, it's good a little sun. Of course, they're all swimming around. Very, 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 very active fish. There's one sitting on the leaf over there. Very, very active fish. As you can see, also the Apistogramma fry that are still swimming around in there. So basically that is some fish I picked up, and let me go ahead and show you what I did with the 80-gallon to prepare this for them. So let's go take a look at that. So this right here is my third and final filter that I made for this. Unfortunately, I was not able to make a video of building this, mainly because I wanted to get this done ASAP for this fish I picked up. I wasn't really expecting to pick up any fish at the Pet Expo, so basically when I got home, I kind of acclimated the fish, and while they were acclimating to water to put them into the little quarantine tank, I decided to just put this together. As you can see what this was a container that used to house some Kirkland chocolate covered almonds. Nice good sized container, not for a nice large box filter that I created. Do-it-yourself option here. Basically, I have it filled with some of the gravel that I'm using for the substrate on the bottom, basically to weigh it down. I also used a internal part of the sponge filter that you cannot see because it's covered with those media that's in there. So the next layer, which is those white rocks, that is matrix. I have that in there, and then on the top I have a filter floss, which is going to be one part of the filtration systems. If you see that black part, what that is a sponge filter, old sponge filter from one of my tanks that I replaced, and basically that is a used filter media, so that is already seeded with bacteria, and that is actually seeding the filter right there, as well as those guys on the side. So basically a quick start cycle on this tank. It's going to house 10 Pandagoras shortly, and then of course there's the plastic tubing. That plastic tubing in there, that all that is I got that at Home Depot. It's basically a cover for lighting. This fluorescent lights is a cover for that. I forget what size that is, but basically I just had to drill a hole on top of that lid to make it fit in there, and that's actually connected to the internal piece of the sponge filter that's sitting on the inside. That's where that hose is connected to. Nice flow of bubbles, I think. And then all I did on the top of the lid was drill some holes for the intake. So basically the air is going to draw off the bubbles, which is going to draw off the water, which is going to force water into that bottle to compensate the loss of air. So basically I just want to show you that, and this is where I'm going to put the Pandagoras, and after I put them in here I will show them off to you. I also have some plants ready for this. Of course the Amazon swords are probably going to go into, that I have in that small tank right now, is going to go into that filter, as well as that.
And I also will be receiving a order later today, which is going to include some plants for this as well. So stay tuned for that, and I'll show you that off as well.
Okay, so I got the Garas in here now. As you can see, they're kind of swimming around. There's one on the window, and as you can see, they're kind of all around the windows right now. Although a few of them have been kind of just hanging out on the substrate recently. Let's see if I can find other ones over here. But they seem to be hanging out around the glass right now. They were hanging up in those filters right there, the black ones, the underground gravels. But as you can see, they are doing fine in here. There's one in the back by the filters. Now, one thing I did add just now was also the Amazon swords I had in the 10-gallon as well. So I have those in the underground filters, like I said I was going to do. So basically, I have it set up for my first inhabitant so far. I still need a lot of work to do on this in terms of my other plants for this tank, as well as actually getting some plants in here. Of course, you already saw the filter, the box filter I built. But overall, they are doing great. They're hanging out in the corner right there. But I think they'll do fine. Now, my one concern is I'm not quite sure if these are actual panda garas or the Gara ruffas. I'm not sure if these are the ruffas or the flavantras. Leave comments down below and let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to focus in on this one, but let me know what you guys think. If you think this is actual panda garas or the Gara ruffas or rufas, however you want to pronounce it. Probably definitely killing that name. But let me know what you think. Some of these do look like they have the patterns of the panda gara, which is the Gara flavantras. Some of these, however, they're kind of hard to tell. But definitely let me know what you think on these. See if you think that they're actually panda garas or the ruffas. I'm trying to find the one that I saw that definitely looked like a panda gara. Oh, there's a few right there. That one right, I don't know if you can see because of the reflections. Let me see if I can get a good one in here. There's one of these two kind of looked like that had the pattern of the panda gara, but I can't really get a good shot of it. But definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. So there are my new panda garas, or what I hope are panda garas. But wonderful pickup for me. I am totally in love with this fish now. They are actually doing really great in that 80-gallon outside. Really awesome. I know I threw it in there quickly. I know I've done stuff I probably said not to. But you know what? It's working for me. Nitrates have been 0. Ammonias have been 0. They've been wonderfully active. But really great pickup for me. 10 panda garas for 20 bucks. I totally won that trip to the Pet Expo just by buying those fish. And of course, now here comes the moment of truth. Did I win any of those aquariums? Unfortunately, I did not. Unfortunately, I came home empty-handed on new fish tanks. But like I said, I totally won on this panda garas. Lovely fish. Awesome fish. They are a great addition for that tank. I just want to see more of them. I'll be showing more of them in the future to you guys. So anyways, as normal, keep researching, keep learning, and happy fish keeping. Till next time. Thank you.